I think Messi is one of a kind. What he's doing, I don't know if we will see another player do the things that he does.
As players, you want to play against the best players in the world, and Messi is certainly that.
We are talking about the best player in the world, and Messi.
Leo Messi. From 2004 to 2021, the Argentinian scored 672 goals in 778 appearances with Barcelona, winning a club record 35 trophies, including 10 La Liga titles, 7 Copa del Reys, and 4 Champions Leagues, along with an absurd amount of individual awards. Everyone knows how good the guy is, and when he made the transfer for PSG, it shook the world. Just to illustrate how big a deal this was, before he joined, PSG had around 38 million followers. In just a couple of weeks, it's jumped to nearly 50. But that figure could be slightly exaggerated if you get all your news from Facebook. I thought I'd have a little more time, but I'm already way behind because this has just been the craziest transfer window of all time. Even still, I've seen so many videos about pro players' boot hacks. Mostly Ronaldo. In fact, I even made one. But come to think of it, I've never seen anyone make one on Messi. In my opinion, the best footballer of all time. Yeah, I like Ronaldo too, but being 5'8", it's a little harder to idolize him. So to start things out, we're going to go through the man's full boot history, see if we can find anything interesting. Messi actually made his breakthrough in Nike boots, specifically the Air Legend 2 and Air Zoom Total 93, all the way back in 2005. Nowadays, it seems really weird seeing him in the swoosh, but the following year, he signed an endorsement deal with Adidas, and yeah, the rest is history. Things began in the F50 Tune-It, seeing him move from the .6, .7, .8, and .9 model over 4 years. In 2010, Adidas revamped the product line, with Messi debuting the F50 Adizero in that summer's World Cup. That chameleon colorway is iconic. This was a time when speed boots began to dominate the market, and every company was throwing all their effort into creating the lightest pair possible. And to be fair, Adidas was right at the top. Over the next 5 years, Messi continued as their premier player in the F50 silhouette. For me, the most iconic period of his career, particularly in 2012 when he was virtually unplayable. And yes, as a kid, I had to have whatever boots Messi was wearing, and I bought the blue leather pair.
Hey guys, what's up? Got a new pair of cleats today. Got some my coaches, leather my coaches.
Seriously, one of my favorite boots I've ever worn. Things changed in 2015. Nike was dominating the market with their new Superfly and Magista lines, causing Adidas to throw in the towel on their current models. Messi was even given his own silhouette, aptly named the Messi 15. Yeah, I had these as well, but honestly I didn't really feel the same magic I did with the F50. Apparently others felt that way too. These didn't last very long, and in 2017, Adidas launched the Nemesis series, a boot Messi's been rocking ever since. That is, until this past summer, when Messi debuted the X Speedform El Returno boots in the Copa America, scoring a cracking free kick along the way. Since then, he's remained in the X, donning the Meteorite Pack colorway just the other night for PSG. Despite switching up models pretty frequently, Messi doesn't deviate that much from the release models, so I was kinda going crazy looking through his past boots, trying to find something out of the norm. And oh boy, I finally did. The year's 2018, and Adidas recently launched the new Nemesis 18 lineup. These had a one-piece tongueless construction. But Messi's pair looked a little different. For 3 years, I've been pretty interested in this customization. Obviously not that interesting because I totally forgot about it, but as an Arsenal fan, it's been a relatively slow couple of months. I don't even think I need to say anything else. Now, I actually recall a lot of people wanted these to come out. Obviously, with Messi being the headline player for Adidas, it was kind of frustrating that he was getting something different than the consumer. But not today. We're going to be picking up the Messi 18.1 and making the burrito tongue customization ourselves to answer the question once and for all, is the burrito tongue better? Check these boys out. Messi 18.1, $115 in his own colorway. Perfect. It's a decent looking pair of boots. I'm not a huge fan of the green, but we'll make do. Alright, let's buy them. I could not, for the life of me, get that damn thing out of the mailbox. I did like 4 or 5 takes. Alright, let's unbox them. I've literally been staring like at this Messi picture. It's on, look. It's been on my computer screen for like 2 hours. And I think I've pretty much got it down. Now I know this looks pretty straightforward, but as someone with very little crafting abilities, I really don't want to screw it up. So we're going to be very careful.
You got so lucky.
Dude, I know. I guess that'll work. Now for those with an eye for detail, you can see we pre-stitched along the seams, just in case they started to unravel after cutting. Now Messi's pair is obviously professionally sealed along the tongue. We don't quite have the budget or the skill set required for that, so we used some duct tape. Now I had foreseen this issue and purchased some heat and bond to use initially, but ended up more like heat and gone. That's a terrible joke. And finally, to clean up that semi-shoddy tape job, we stitched along it, leaving us with this beautiful final product. I genuinely have not tested out a pair of boots in like a solid 12 months. So we're kind of just gonna wing it. We're going to be seeing how the boots perform across 3 main categories: skills, free kicks, and fit/comfort. So, mainly useless skills that look good for the camera, depending on who's performing them. Oh, no.
Pretty much immediately, this shoe is considerably looser.
It might not look like much, but this free kick really complicated the rest of our test.
There is a handily placed stick though. Come on. Come on. We've gone from bad to worse.
See, when cleats get wet, they absorb a lot of liquid and can feel looser on your foot. For a boot whose fit was already questionable, this proved catastrophic.
Oh, come on.
Compounding my pain was the fact that a million kids had practice right next to me, meaning my mistakes were observed by many.
About 15 kids and 10 adults just saw me sky one over the bushes. This one's for the haters. I went straight into the road.
There comes a point in every playtest where you just gotta throw in the towel. This time, I had about 5 or 6 of those moments. To be fair, it's been a couple months. So, the Messi burrito tongue. What do I think? Before the water, things were half decent. The fit was a little looser, but nothing terribly noticeable. Once they got wet though, everything went off the rails. The fit became horrible, my foot slid around a lot, and overall, it just didn't feel as good as the shoe I didn't customize. It probably didn't help that I used duct tape. So, my conclusion is inconclusive. I honestly can't give a concrete answer on what I thought of my burrito tongue boots. Let's move to a slightly different question that I think I can answer, which is why? Well, let's identify some trends. Messi customizes Nemesis boots from the 17.1 all the way to the latest 2020 version. Those you gotta look really close for, but I'm telling you, it's there. These boots all have something in common. One-piece, sock-like construction. On the release pair, when you pull the laces tight, it can only get so snug, with bits of agility bandage, or whatever you want to call it, left hanging out over your foot. With the burrito style tongue though, if done correctly of course, that bunching isn't there, theoretically creating a much tighter fit. Messi switching to the X speed flow threatened my theory a little bit. Look at the outside of the boot, and there's no tongue. At first, I was like, crap, throw the whole video away. But then, look on the inside, and it's still there, it's just been moved. There's also some other customization, like a padded heel and an older sole plate. But that, in my opinion, is normal player customization. You could look at this from one of two perspectives, and funnily enough, they both involve a certain Portuguese forward. It's kind of like how Ronaldo has his boots custom fitted. 2 sizes or so down from a normal pair of shoes to get that snug fit. At the highest level, players simply want their shoes to fit how they like. Now, here's the contrasting option. When Nike first introduced collared boots back in 2014, a lot of players took to customizing them, cutting up the collar and making it considerably shorter, including CR7. So, what'd Nike do? Let their star man run around in a pair of clearly modified kicks? No. It took 2 generations, but if you look at the Superfly collar now, it's actually really close to what Ronaldo was doing. Now I know, Messi's just one player, albeit by far their biggest player, and his input shouldn't necessarily impact the way an entire company produces shoes. Unless of course, that shoe is specifically produced for one player and he's changed them for 5 years in a row. Then, maybe something's wrong.